Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now the second down throw on target. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
To Jerron Brown.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Then he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Pass complete.
Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
Just 3 weeks of games left in the NFL regular season. What's it going to take for him to win the MVP? What's it going to take?
Whatever it is, if he wants to strengthen that candidacy, no time like the present.
Yeah, and let me tell you what I think. Not only does he have to play the clean game, no picks, things of that nature, he has to have at least one significant play that we'll talk about all next week. That'll really give him a higher profile.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Wilson's pass.
Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Jaron Brown, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've
clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, this team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
A look at the numbers from last week for Olsen. 5 catches, 97 yards, and a touchdown. It's caught. Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Philip Dorsett with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
His kick is good.
It's not much as perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 67 yards. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. They find some open field here.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 62 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Haskins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. 1st quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Rashad Penny, the Seahawks.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, and hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Washington offense back out there. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Steven Sims, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. This one complete to Calvin Harmon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good for a Washington.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21, Washington 7.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the... Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
And 5 yards.
They set up the screen to Penny. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Goal, Seattle.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw again is Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Thomas Davis. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first-half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This is DJ Reed returning. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Penny, the first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety Jamal Adams.
There on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Complete, he finds Bray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
The 49-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from time.
Dustin Hopkins on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
That ties the game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10. At their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it first and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Buying time to his left. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Seattle.
Now Wilson on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one.
Third and less than a yard.
On third down, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Coverage that time by Aaron Colvin.
Philip Dorsett. Incomplete.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
The onside kick recovered by
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team. That they could.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
21.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
50-yard line.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Benson Mayowa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's McKissick, and he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Yards to go.
This complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They run it with Carson. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
play action. It's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
The pass on 2nd down. Fumble on the play.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. A carry now for McKissick. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Got an open man. It's Harmon. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Washington.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
The 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Montgomery on the handoff.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Darrell Taylor in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score Seahawks 28.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
It's a gain of 32.
That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
That's the end.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's second down. Now it's Carson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Wilson's.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 21. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
He'll buy some time right, and he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson, and that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Wilson will throw again. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
To number 16,
Tyler Lockett. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Washington 24. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's good.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a throw here to his running back. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
J.D. McKissick.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
6-yard line.
Haskins going to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Haskins pass.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From midfield now, Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Gain of 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Underneath, he's got great. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. 4th down, here's Wilson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He's going to take off, and he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Incomplete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's third down.
Third down and 10.
Third down, here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
Haskins pass intended for Cameron Brate.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. He gets it to Sims, complete.
Complete to Stevens.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Holding offense.
Gotta be patient, baby. Gotta be patient.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Seahawks.
They go play action with Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to